Howdy, folks. This ain't our usual slick, big city, intellectual type critical thinking podcast. This is Trapper Keeper, our Mountain Monsters recap show. A recap show for a show that hasn't aired in years and is hidden away on Max and increasingly shrinking because they removed the first season from Max. So good luck finding it.
Good luck.
We know where it's at. We can't say on the show. This right here, this episode, Lizard Demon of Wood County. So the gang is headed to Wood County, West Virginia. They're after the Lizard Demon, titular Lizard Demon, if you will, which has apparently been traveling up the Ohio River and vacationing in small farm ponds and taking and eating farm animals. So Jeff, as always, has got to break down our stats, which include gills, 3 eyelids, and the ability to hold their breath for a while. This fucks up the usual format. So Jeff adds that he's 7.5 feet tall, 300 to 400 pounds. So that's about Shaq size, I think.
Yeah.
Right? That's
324 for Shaq, 311 for Yao Ming. And I know because we're breaking it down into episodes, I do not just have their weight in my mind. If you went back to the previous episode,
JD has memorized the weight and height of all basketball players.
Except for the Lakers and the Warriors and the Kings.
Except for all California players. Did you? But I'll have you know that Shaq was a Laker for quite a while.
That's why I know.
Get got. He's got 3 toes and a large middle toe. So that's what you're looking for when we're talking tracks. 3 toes. Jeff's also heard the Lizard Demon is a car chaser, tearing chunks of the cars it catches. This is a little far for Buck, who says, Jeff's getting a little crazy with the stories this time, which you got to agree a little bit. That seems like some hard evidence here.
They show a real car at that point.
Footage of a car that has been damaged.
I was like, is that evidence or is that just like stock?
Is it just West Virginia shit? Like, is it insurance fraud? Did you... Slight tangent here. The people that dressed up as bears in California and like climbed into their car and like tried to pretend that a bear had gotten into their car.
What?
Did you see that one?
No, is that recent?
It's recent. It came out like late last year, I think. But it was like they were immediately found out by the insurance because it was very clearly just them in like a bear costume.
There's video?
There's video. There's video of them. They're pretending it was like a bear attack in a car. It was like a Mercedes to like try to get like insurance money for the car. And they was like very pathetic little scratch marks inside the car that they tried to prove. But then there was also footage of like what's clearly a human like scooting around a car and like pretending to like paw at it.
What was the reason?
No one money.
Just for money?
Insurance money? I think so, yeah.
That's crazy.
It's pretty crazy. Would recommend watching the video though, because it is fun to watch somebody in a bear suit fuck up a car or, lightly damage the inside of a car. So Jeff hops this, his story of car chasing and car damage and the power of the Lizard Demon, with a story that local farmers had managed to capture the Lizard Demon inside of a barn, and they kept it in there all night, but they were too scared to enter the barn. And by the time they entered the barn, it was gone. So
they just kidnapped a guy.
Yeah, they kidnapped a guy, and then they were somehow shocked when he managed to escape from the back of the barn, I guess.
That's false imprisonment.
Yeah, I think that's due process goes to Lizard Demons as well.
Jesus.
So much like the Mothman, they're entering new territory because Trapper says we've never ever hunted a water creature. So last episode, bug psychic. This episode, we're talking water type. So if they had caught the grass man, wouldn't be too much of a deal, right? Grass beats water. But unfortunately, just missed that grass man. So Not in a great situation. They all discussed how the element of water will completely change the dynamics of the show as they drive to meet our first witness, J-Bob
J-Bob.
Hunter. Gotta hear that potentially. I think that the Lizard Man might be the worst CGI rendering that we've seen. I feel like it looks like it's doing like jazz hands, and then like it just has like the two like giant teeth and like kind of a goofy mouth. I feel like it's kind of giving like Greens did the sloth from Ice Age. It's not.
There is an episode for me. I feel like this is recycled. This is a recycled asset because there's like what's that one show? It's like Monsters something where they like it's like a old. It's like probably in the same era as like these monster hunting shows, and then they used a similar asset for weirdly enough the chupacabra.
Okay.
And that was the first time I ever saw the chupacabra as like a bipedal creature. And I feel like they used
what you talking about? Bipedal. What the fuck that mean?
It means it uses two legs to walk around and stand on. But they used a similar asset that I was kind of like, this looks like the chupacabra that they used in like.
This is like their stock lizard.
But
creature.
And then I was like, I don't think the chupacabra is a lizard.
I don't think it's supposed to be. Really?
Yeah, this was like this has got to be in like 2008 type of thing because I remember I watched it at my grandma's house, and then like the thing that terrified me about it and what scared me about the chupacabra is like apparently it came up to a person's like backyard and started banging on the back glass door, and I remember that's the reason why I didn't like sleeping in the living room at my grandma's house.
Yeah, glass
anymore.
door.
Yeah.
I never liked sleeping near a glass door when I was a kid. I was always like, no. Just slides open? I don't like that. I don't care for it.
I don't fuck with that. But yeah, I was like, this asset looks familiar because they might have used it for the chupacabra before.
It's for sure. Yeah, it definitely seems like a pretty. It could be easily recycled. I think you got Lizard Man, you got your reptilians running the government kind of conspiracy shit. You got your chupacabra. You can get a lot of mileage out of this lizard guy. Not a great looking lizard guy though. That's all I'm saying.
They need more textures on that thing because it looked too sleek and too
pretty
basic.
Flat. It's not. Yeah. It's real smooth.
Yeah.
So J-Bob saw a 7-foot tall dark green creature with a lizard head, not a gator head. He reassures us. Walking near his pond because obviously 7-foot tall walking gator guy. That's regular shit. That's not. You don't call mountain monsters for that, right? J-Bob also has a photo that he captured with a trail cam, and he pulls that photo out. And he's like, "Feast your eyes on this," and he throws down a photo of a blurry gray blob next to a tree. Not impressive. Not an impressive piece of evidence. That's one.
At most,
yeah.
I literally put several times. Mama, that's a rake behind you. Like that is the rake at at the most gracious reading. That could be the rake.
I can see that. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, oh no, that's photoshopped. Guys, we could have done better. What you could have done is literally sent a guy out there instead of superimposing.
Just put Buck out there, have him strip.
Have him run around.
Stand in front of the camera, and you got a better image.
No.
Yeah. So they enhanced the photo, they stacked the mixture of human characteristics, of lizard characteristics, and the editors, they take the shot and they're highlighting parts of the blob to show like, oh, that's the lizard man's rectum right there. That's where that
that's
kind of thing.
His taint, guys.
That's his taint. It is like he's spreading it for the camera.
He's showing whole.
He's showing whole. It's a classy show that we have here. Jeff and Trapper, they set up, the thermal camera, and Huckleberry and Buck head into the bush to track down the lizard creature as it hunts. As we enter night 1, on the edge of a creek. I think crick would be the way they say it, right? They find a large track and determine it must be 7 feet tall by making Huckleberry step there and being like, Huckleberry, look, you didn't even make an impression. It's gotta be huge.
Did they say the weight of this one? I don't have it written down.
I think 300 to 400 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Just around the shack.
Okay.
Shack Yao Ming ish. Jeff and Trapper cruise around in the buggy. Trapper expects to see he seems to like expect packs of lizard men. I forget like the way he was talking about it. He was like, "This is when they should be doing their hunting. They should be getting out there." And it's like, what are you expecting to see? Like them running together, taking down cows. Trapper, what are you talking about?
He has a lot of ideas about this one.
He does, yeah. They see jack shit. There's nothing, even with a thermal camera. There's no heat signatures, and that was another thing where I was like, would a lizard man have a heat signature?
Yeah.
So cold-blooded.
Yeah. Is it the demon part of the lizard that they're thinking that it's working for?
Yeah, because lizards, generally speaking, I don't think they are super nocturnal, right? I think most of them are diurnal because they kind of need the warmth of the sun, right? And they're like, and then at night they kind of cool
I'm sorry,
off
explain dire.
So diurnal means that it kills during the day.
Okay,
you got it.
You.
Yeah. But we got the format. It's the night one hunt. That's what it's got to be. So yeah, they just see some cattle grazing in the field. Exciting stuff. But down by the creek, Huckleberry and Buck investigate a small cave in a rock face, very dangerous place, and suddenly pebbles begin to tumble down towards Huckleberry. Buck realizes that the lizard demon is right above them as a snake hiss plays.
Plays? You're implying that it's not really there?
I might be implying that I didn't think there was like an actual like going on at them aggressively, because I don't think they mentioned the sound at all in the in that portion. The Buck radios for backup from Trapper and Jeff, and they realize the lizard demon is running circles around them. Buck and Huckleberry feel like they're being stalked by the creature, and Jeff and Trapper arrive just in time. Trapper, with his strategic mind, says their only hope is to trap the lizard demon in water. Which, again, this is another thing where it's much like the Mothman trap above, where we're like, we have a somewhat electric thing. I'm like, but the lizard demon is like a water creature. You've been saying this whole time. Why would you go after it in the water? That's like fully its element.
Yeah.
That's like where it's most at home.
Maybe it's because this is a water-based creature. They don't know shit about this one.
Maybe. Yeah. Or I think it's potentially because of the Buck humiliation ritual that they have planned.
They're like, okay, we got to set him up real quick. We got
to have someone in water. So they head back to the car with Huckleberry and Buck walking behind the buggy. Willie decides to make I don't know what I was writing there. Something that
freestyle jazz.
He describes it as an alligator trap. Basically, it's the same mechanics as the devil dog trap. It's just made out of pipe and it goes in the water. That's the only real difference. It's a long tube,
like all pipe.
Door at one end, other end has a trigger. You walk in, you go to that end, door comes down. You're trapped. Worked great for dogs, so that's promising.
Will it work great for this lizard demon?
Will it? Let's find out. The next witness is Mark Farmer. Trapper says he heard Mark saw another Mark.
Yeah, this time
around.
They like this Mark.
They're about this Mark. He's more trustworthy. There's another witness that they don't like though in this episode, I think. But maybe not for
the same reason as the other Mark. Yeah.
Trapper says he heard Mark saw the lizard demon, and Mark responds, "Well, I don't know what it was," which is honest. But he says he saw a large creature near the water, kind of a humanoid lizard type thing, which does sound like a lizard demon.
Yes.
As you might describe one. They walk down to a small crevasse. I don't know what you call it. A ditch on the side of the road. Where Mark saw the creature, and Mark describes the way the lizard creature moved, jumping from rock to rock with ease. Mark says he found tracks and that the creature was walking on its hind legs, so it was bipedal, if you will. Mm-hmm. Trapper identifies the crevasse as the route between the Ohio River and J. Bob's farm pond. They head to meet the third witness, Bob.
Michael McDonald.
He does look like Michael McDonald.
I literally wrote Michael McDonald. I was gonna put Kenny Loggins for some reason, and I was like, no, Michael McDonald.
No, wrong Yacht Rock.
Yeah,
musician.
Michael McDonald. They had Michael McDonald as a special guest on this episode of Mountain Monsters.
It was big get for Mountain Monsters. So Bob auctioneer Michael McDonald saw a mysterious creature near his vacation house, which already we're talking big money, bougie.
Big money.
Bougie. Like the others, Bob described the creature as large, muscular. They all described him as muscular. Bipedal and dark green with a lizard-like head. As he approached the creature, it jumped into the water. Bob also saw a dead cow in the middle of the river with a chunk missing out of it. But here's a little rub. Here's an issue. Bob is not a country boy.
He's a city man.
He's the first non-country boy of the season.
City dweller.
They call him a concrete person.
Who up conk and may read.
Like I might read till I don't know. He's completely out of his depth. You know, it's just like this is not his element. And Trapper's concerned that Bob might not even own a gun. Okay, they're getting serious now.
They're like, oh my god, Bob could die right now.
They do. They're legit. They were like
scaring this man.
They try to scare Bob. Basically, yeah. They're like, so what you're dealing with is a lizard demon.
He's like, oh my god, he could be up this
fucking rip
creek
your
right
asshole apart. He'll fucking destroy you, Bob.
He's like, this is where he slides down, so this is also where he can come up to eat you.
Right here. I don't know, Bob. It's not looking good for you, man.
They were scaring him.
They were trying to scare Bob. They were fucking with him for sure.
Oh my god, run, Michael McDonald.
Yeah. Get out there. Willie calls in some outside help, Mark, to assist him and Wild Bill with setting up the trap this time. And very quickly I realized that Mark is there because they are actually operating heavy machinery. It was like a big tractor thing. And so they had Mark do all the moving and operating of the machinery.
I did not make that connection.
Yeah, they didn't. I don't think they wanted to let Wild Bill's amphetamine strength loose on it. So I think they were like, we need to actually have a guy move this pipe.
He always says, Wild Bill always says that he's a weapon. So they didn't want to unleash that man on that heavy machinery.
No. Well, Wild Bill can lay a lot of things, but pipe is not one of them.
No.
They tow the trap down into a creek using a boat ramp, which Willie claims is also used by the lizard demon. So I guess that's just the little lizard demon highway.
Jesus Christ.
Willie has one last trick, a hunk of bait for this episode's buck humiliation ritual.
All right.
So rather than baiting the trap while it was out of the water, before you put it in, they give the bait, which is a large grocery store chicken, for Buck to crawl into the trap. So Buck partially strips. He removes his pants and bandana, but leaves on his socks, underwear, and shirt.
Neon pink socks.
His lucky socks. Which I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with a fit. And then Buck risks hypothermia to strap the raw chicken to the trap's trigger. Yeah, this one I felt like I just felt bad for Buck because it was like clearly like cold and like.
Yeah, his face when he's at the other end of the thingy, I'm like, that man is cold.
He's cold. Like when they do like the talking head after, he's like fully wrapped in like a blanket. Like I think he like low key was in a little bit of shock just from how cold it was.
Oh,
but he's survived. It's all good. It's all games. That's just Buck. He's our big old teddy bear. So the night hunt begins, and they make the mistake of asking Wild Bill what his weapon is. Or where his weapon is. Right here, brother, he says. He's pulling out a 12-inch knife. Get him by the head there, bring him back, like a small incision on him. There you have like a blood trail.
I put Wild Bill, girl, what did you say? That entire section, I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't need to hear that.
Yeah. I think there was like Huckleberry's a little shook by it, right? He's a little like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
you're kind of scary, bro.
He says, you worry me sometimes, which was the only thing I caught.
Yeah, but I think Wild Bill's basically like, I'm gonna slit its throat. Watch it bleed. We're gonna chase it as it bleeds out. Was his plan for the lizard demon. It's a big fucking knife. It's definitely like, running around with that thing. That's things can go wrong for sure. Jeff, Huckleberry, and Buck go back to the cave, the scene of the crime. where they were attacked by the lizard demon. This time with the addition of Jeff's thermal camera, and they quickly pick up a 3-toed track in the mud near the creek, and they also pick up a mysterious smell.
Stanky.
What's that smell, guys? Jeff asks. You smell that? You know what it is? Buck adds. No, I'm not sure, says Jeff. It's cow shit. Buck explains. So I feel like finally Buck had the upper hand here a little bit. Where I'm like, good for you, Buck. Good for you leading him into that one. But why would Jeff know? Jeff's just he's a researcher. I mean, like, I feel like I know the smell of cow shit just from driving on the 5.
Yeah, I know the smell of cow shit because I went to UC Davis.
Yeah, it's like, it's not.
She's a daily smell.
See, in America, we like beef, and generally speaking, if you drive from point A to point B between cities.
Yeah, if you're heading down from our city to LA.
Oh yeah.
Woof.
Oh yeah, you're gonna smell some cow shit.
Through like sure. when we went down there in July. Even U1's windows was closed. I literally had to wrap my jacket around my nose because I was like, even when I was asleep, I woke up because of it.
It's rough. It's potent.
So we know.
We might be city folks.
Yeah, we might be city boys, but we
know it's the smell of cow shit.
Yeah, summers at the UC Davis campus.
Yeah. I bet. I could. Yeah.
Yeah. So Jeff, what the fuck?
Come on, Jeff, get it together. Meanwhile, Trapper's in the boat while Willie and Wild Bill have to wade through the creek. Wild Bill threatens the lizard demon. I'll cut you 3 ways, long, deep, and wide. Willie finds an animal's ribcage, and they determine that it must mean they're right on the lizard demon's trail, which they've been on the whole episode. Not wanting to be left out, Trapper says he sees a set of red eyes in the water. As he points it out, the lizard demon swims away and runs out of the water towards Jeff, Huckleberry, and Buck, who are busy looking for the lizard demon in a barn they found. As they enter the barn, something moves above them, and they find a pile of hay and determine it must be the lizard demon's nest. And then they hear noises as the lizard demon taunts them. Jeff catches the lizard demon. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what this reminded me of? And I was kind of a little scared that they were going to do something similar to it. Do you remember that one terrible ass episode in terms of scary? The Paranormal Con Tape one where like the guy goes up to the attic and then he sees like the thingy in the attic. I'm pretty sure you're the one who told me about it. And then I watched it and it was terrifying. And I thought they were going to do something similar to that where like, I think it was the Rake episode or something along that where the guy... I thought they were going to do that. And for 1 second.
Yeah, actually. So you felt some fear in this episode.
Yeah,
you were like
but only because of that.
Yeah, right. Just because they were like moving in like a small area.
Yeah. And when they point down at the thing, I was like, fuck off. Do not even do anything.
Yeah. Luckily, this is the show we're dealing with. We don't see anything. There's no.
You don't see shit.
There's nothing. Jeff says he catches the lizard demon on the thermal camera. So they radio Trapper that the lizard demon is headed back down towards the creek. And then they reunite, but somehow they miss the lizard demon moving between the two groups. Then suddenly they hear a loud metal clanging. So you know what that means. Trap. So they run down to investigate the trap, but the trap has not been activated. As they check the trap, they hear something behind them and see something moving in the water. For the first time in the show, they pop off and show them and start shooting into the creek.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Was that? Did they really pop off?
I think they were shooting. I'm not sure if they were shooting like. I think they were probably shooting blanks.
Yeah.
I don't think they were. I didn't like super try to look at the footage and see if there was like any splash in the water. I mean, it's fairly safe to just shoot into water anyway.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night. But I feel like just based on like production, I'm sure like they'd probably be like, you have to use blanks. You can't just like start shooting in the fucking.
They had that in the beginning of the show for like the little clip thingies, and I was like, are they doing that for real this time and not just like sort of moving the gun and then like doing a little noise? But
I think they were shooting like you see like the muzzle flash and stuff at least.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that could have been VFX, but I think probably it would be easier to just film them shooting blanks.
Yeah.
So that would be my guess as to what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Wild Bill, he's so sure that they hit something, he stumbles his way down the creek to check. Trapper says they for sure have scared the lizard demon, which apparently that's now a success for them. Is if they just scare the creatures, and that's like enough for them. They protected the farmer's cows, and they've completed the job. That's it.
Yeah. What a
Yeah.
conclusion to come to, which is like we shot at it and now it's gonna go away.
We
to a
scared that
different county.
motherfucker, boy. That's basically what it is. It's like, yeah, that's is that the goal? Like, I thought you guys were trying to catch it.
Yeah, it gave me like the what that one Sailor Moon meme was like, we did our job kind of thing, and like you didn't do shit.
Nothing happened. Yeah, it was definitely like, okay, all right, but yeah, so that's where the episode leaves off, and that's the end of our first season of Mountain Monsters. You know, we've laughed, we've cried, and most importantly, we've learned, and we have a long way to go. But yeah, let's focus in on this last episode before we discuss this first season, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all. Yeah.
Hmm.
So thoughts on our lizard demon.
Oh, the one thing that I saw, at least on my
Yeah.
the copy that I had witnessed with my eyes, was they had like, do you think you could be a monster hunter or like a mountain monster?
I did see that. Yeah.
I was like, does that mean at some point in my life I could have joined them on an episode of Mountain Monsters, or is this like a BuzzFeed quiz type?
It's probably like BuzzFeed quiz.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, they have like the ghost adventures where like they like someone can join it, and like that one kid who did it ended up being a permanent member or like their videographer, and I was like, what would I do now? What would me and Ben do now to be a member of Ames?
Yeah.
And be out in the woods.
Those lofty heights. Hanging out with Huckleberry and Jeff.
And I think I would stand up for Buck.
I think so.
I think we would stand up for Buck. We'd be like,
yeah.
Stop.
I think we would both surpass Buck immediatly, though. I don't think either of us would come in below Buck. I think, yeah.
Yeah, that one meme of like the girl and her boyfriend like ordering food, and then she's like, he doesn't want any pickles. That would be us for Buck. We'd be like, he doesn't want to be your size reference. You're just gonna make him crawl all over the floor, right, Buck? Yeah. And he'd be like, even though we're younger than Buck right now.
For sure, we're younger than Buck. We've always been younger than Buck.
We've always been.
we always will be. I think
one thing we were is that we've always been younger than Buck. Yeah. But yeah, that's the one that I noticed a lot. But yeah, they are doing another fantastical type creature. And this is something that's out of their experience once again, back to back with Mothman. And
always out of their experience, but I feel like that's a through line on the show.
They're just doing freestyle jazz at this point. But yeah, I did one thing, like, just no, I'll save that for later. Yeah, I don't know. I thought they were listen, because the Mothman episode played right before this, when I don't know who says that, like, this was during the witness number 2 mark, the mark that they believe. It may have been Trapper who was like, oh, the lizard demon could be watching us right now. I literally I was like, are they gonna do a callback to Mothman, and is Buck still going to be like severely hypnotized by the Mothman, and he's gonna be? I was like, that doesn't seem like something they do this season yet.
So far, it's all pretty episodic. There's not really any through lines in the show.
So I was like, no, they're not gonna do that so early. And yeah, Huckleberry, I feel like doesn't speak that much at all in this episode, other than like, you silent. Worry me sometimes. Yeah,
I think that they do there's a little Huckleberry Buck banter as they're kind of looking for stuff in the creek the first night, but it wasn't anything like particularly entertaining. I didn't include it.
Yeah, he's not a series regular yet, even though he's in the title credits.
Yeah, and he's always featured, but he's always pretty quiet. He's definitely like the silent fourth member.
Yeah.
Of the group. He's the Ringo of the core Ames team. Because I feel like at this point, Wild Bill and Willie are kind of like an offshoot where they pop in for the trap stuff, but they're not the ones doing like the interviews.
Yeah, they're like
witnesses. Yeah,
they're there on the hunt nights because they are the ones who know how to operate the traps just in case anything goes wrong. And also, Wild Bill is literally exactly.
Yeah.
I do think that this is the one the most out of all of them that I
Mhm.
wouldn't go and partake in. Number one, because I don't know how to swim and I don't know if I can float. So I think I'm already down for the count
Yeah.
on this
All right.
one.
The creek looks like it's about, shin deep. So
I'm 4'11". Your shin is in a different place than mine,
That's fair,
brother.
that's fair, yeah. Yeah, that's right. My shin is at your head.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So get it together. I don't know. I was deeply concerned of like, okay, the lizard demon was not there if it was ever there. I was concerned that like they just had Trapper in like the boat in the middle of the water. It seems while perhaps the lizard demon, if it was there, was like probably zooming around in the water. And I'm like, isn't this a dangerous place to put like the leader of the team? Just
you already be like capsized and lost at sea.
Yeah, I'm like, don't, guys, your leader, like, take him out of the water. Maybe he should be in the freaking buggy, easy to get out.
Keep him in the rascal. Keep him in his
Yeah, if I was a leader, I'd just be like, yeah, keep me in the little machine so that I can zoom back and forth.
Yeah. The mobile base.
Yeah, Jeff and Trapper. That's where they should be, both of them.
Yeah, Jeff and Trapper, they're the most likely to be buggy stationed, I think.
Yeah, I also don't remember what Jeff did in this episode other than, his usual, like, I researched this.
It doesn't really do much. Okay. I mean, he's got the thermal camera. Yeah, there's like the part where he like catches, as he says, the lizard monster. I mean, really, it's like that he can see stuff at night is kind of like, I guess that's like all Jeff really has because he has the thermal camera on him. But yeah, he's kind of Jeff. He's not. I'm hoping he'll find his footing because right now he's definitely kind of like a vestigial character.
Yeah.
He's like, well, what do you bring to the table other than the infrared camera?
Yeah, and like some stats.
Yeah, and even this one, he drops the ball, and sometimes it's just like Trapper will say all this shit too,
Yeah,
and you're just like, well, Trapper can do the like lore part.
Yeah, because he's like,
anyone else could do the camera holding part.
Yeah, Jeff. Maybe we'll see. We're still. We just finished season 1. We just finished 6 episodes. Maybe by the middle of season 2, we'll be like, Jeff, actually, you grew so much, and we
maybe
take that back.
We take it back, Jeff.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So let's use that as a segue. And what do we think reflecting on this first season? Yeah.
Like as it like okay, this is like the entry into like the idea and the concept of like mountain monsters. I think it does like because I've already seen like the important episodes or like I've seen the whole show, but I remember the important episodes. I think it does have like a pretty decent like a buffet of like what
you can expect from
monsters. Like you get you get the usual, right? You have the Mothman. The Mothman. Right? The Mothman is the one that's the most, right?
Yeah. Right.
But you get like a sort of like standard like type creatures, but like they're in maybe like what year was this again?
2013.
2013, right? This is still fairly new during that time, right? You're still maybe it's like new to hear about the Wampus Beast. Maybe it's new to hear about the Lizard Demon and the Grass Man and all that stuff. So like at that point, you're still getting into them just a little bit. I do think it still stands as like one of the only ones that's like, and we're gonna fucking catch them.
That's true.
Yeah. Because like
I feel aggressiveness to them.
Yeah, because like even like any of those shows that are like, we're gonna kill Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Or the movies, they're usually like one-offs. Right? Where this is like, we're gonna fucking catch all of them.
Yeah, we're gonna do 6 seasons of this.
Yeah, 6 seasons, we're gonna catch all of them and all that stuff. So I feel like it still stands as like itself.
It's unique out there. I think it's got its own vibe to it. And I do think there's definitely like that kind of like riding the duck hunters coattails of like kind of exploitation. We're doing like the redneck thing. We're gonna play that really up.
Yeah.
But I do think like that's still like something that is unique in the cryptid space.
Yeah, quite overall, literally who is doing it like nobody.
No,
not even right now. Like I feel like more now it'll be like here's a cast of characters, and also one of them happens to be like a guy that you would see in Mountain Monsters, whereas Mountain Monsters is like the whole cast of
All the
them
guys. Yeah.
is all of the guys, and also they have something to them. Each one of them does like a thing, even though we're like, Jeff, you don't do shit. Jeff does research and all that stuff, but yeah, it still stands very much like
Yeah. You've got a team.
Yeah.
They all have their roles to play. Yeah. I think overall they've got. I'm sure that they will continue to develop and find their footing, having not seen. I think I've seen like one other episode from like a later season.
Ooh, I'm very excited for you.
Yeah.
Like especially getting the context to like all the bizarreness that I'm so excited for. It's so good.
I feel like, to me, from having seen that one episode and knowing a bit about where the show goes, I'm definitely like, I think the Mothman is like maybe the most foundational one.
Yes. Yeah.
To like the levels and the energy that they're going to bring in terms of like psychic warfare is going to, I think, become a factor, right? Like,
yeah, because I feel like this episode is very foundational for like the weirdness of can you please be quiet, phone? It's foundational to the weirdness of Mountain Monsters, because the other stuff is like very like standard like creature type hunting show, and the sort of the interest point of it is like they're all like, ooh, they're all wild men, blah 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 blah. But the Mothman episode is like, get you a little sneak peek of that.
Yeah, going head to head with it, like they're locked in battle with the Mothman.
Yeah, and it's like,
not just like a hunt. Yeah,
they're not like, it's that one thing of like, we cannot beat this one because it literally has psychic powers and it like teleports and all that stuff. So I love the weird shit of like Mountain Monsters.
Yeah,
and I'm very excited for us to get like deeper into that, because I think it's like where they really shine is like, as much as like what that one Bigfoot show, Finding Bigfoot, is like, you're fake and this all blah blah blah. It's very entertaining. Like,
yeah, for sure. And you can't overlook the importance of that.
Yeah,
like, it's hard. Look, the cryptozoology people that are like, we're actually like a research field, it's like, okay, guys, like,
I love what you're doing,
but I'd rather watch Mountain Monsters.
Yeah,
because
I think like sometimes you can take yourself a little too seriously in a way that's like, now it's like you're trying a little too hard in terms of like the space of like cryptozoology kind of thing. Because like sometimes Finding Bigfoot did run into that, where they like the moments of entertainment that they did have was like Bobo, something like that.
Right.
Him being like very funny, like him being
friend
like
of the EP, by the way.
What?
No.
Are you SRS?
Yeah, they know each other. Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, small pond up in Northern California, far north. Yeah.
This development is insane. Anyway, I have nothing bad to say about him, because he's literally one of the best parts of Finding Bigfoot is when he does like something strange, or like, because like the other three are so like, I'm so serious about this, or like, I'm the skeptic one of this, because like,
yeah,
there's some points of that show where you're like, just get over yourself and just have a little fun, because you have to understand that you're still going to be like, yeah, maybe someday we'll find Bigfoot, and
not
then
going to catch.
Yeah, it's
come
like,
on, guys,
like not in this lifetime. Just have a little fun with it, and I think he's having fun with it, and that made it entertaining. Because like, I love the idea of cryptozoology. Like right now is not the time. I think not yet. Like, so I really like that about Mountain Monsters, and I think that's why I liked watching it when I was younger.
That's fair. And I think Mountain Monsters, it's like they give you more there because of the lack of grip on reality. They give you more than like any other paranormal show is willing to give. Like, a lot of like ghost hunting shows, they'll be like, oh my God, did you hear that on like the device that we're not going to explain how it works? Or like, oh my God, oh, did you hear that? Like that, like that kind of shit. Mountain Monsters is like, we find footprints every episode. We have footage of the creature every episode. We have like hair from a creature. We have attack. We're being attacked by it, and that's only the first season.
Yeah.
Too. And they're already like blowing the amount of like evidence out of the water from like every other show.
Yeah. Like quite
So,
literally the red eyes of the Mothman.
Mhm.
It's like I don't think anyone has like a photo of
I don't think anyone else is willing to like be like, let's insert the Mothman's eyes in multiple shots of this
Yeah.
this episode so that people feel like they're being stalked by the Mothman.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
like, no, yeah, let's also literally have a guy who gets hypnotized by the Mothman and then like
Yeah.
is constantly terrorized by the Mothman throughout this
Mhm.
episode. Like that's braveness. I feel like because it's not, once again, it's like so severely not based in reality at some points. They have to think about what's going to be the exciting, fun thing of
Mhm.
this episode,
Yeah.
right? They're
Right.
not limited to like the ghost hunting shows where like, you know, the standard idea of a ghost hunting show is there you
Mhm.
introduce the problem, you try to solve the problem, you figure out a little bit of the problem, but at the end of the day, you didn't get shit.
Yeah.
You got a little thing that goes, Kevin. And then you're like, I think it said devil.
Yeah.
You know, like you're like, at home, I think it said Kevin, if anything.
Mhm. Yeah.
Right?
The spirit box is like hamburger, and they're like, oh,
How did it know
how
that I
did it
went?
know that I was gonna go to Whataburger later? How did they know?
You were going
Yeah.
to White Castle.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, no, I was not. Yeah, it's like, you know, the standard idea of like a cryptid hunting show, a ghost hunting show, any
Mhm.
like psychic related
Yeah.
show. So to have like, what the fuck are they gonna do in the next episode of Mountain
Mhm.
Monsters is a lot more exciting than like, oh, I hope we get something in this one.
Yeah, right. Because it's also just like any paranormal show. There's like always the argument that like, oh, if it was like they actually caught something, wouldn't that be like big news?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, that would be for sure.
Yeah.
But it's like Mountain Monsters is willing to like pretend like they did catch something that like they're willing to be like, no, we got it. It's just you got out of the trap, but we're gonna get it next time. We're almost there. Like it is like
Yeah.
they keep like the kayfabe of like acting like they are like experienced outdoors people, which I'm not 100% convinced that they are even. But B, just like that they are like almost on the tail of these creatures. Like they're this close, you guys. They're almost gonna prove for real. Unlike these other fucking people that Bigfoot is real, you know, or whatever. Yeah.
And it's like the for me, it's like, in what way are they going to fail this time?
How are they gonna explain that nothing got caught?
Yeah.
At the end.
Because it's like, okay, like, oh, for like, again, ghost hunting shows, it's like you didn't catch it because the conditions were not right. Or it's not heard correctly, or you experienced it and the camera wasn't facing that way.
Mm-hmm.
But
the
and
camera
like
powered off.
It's like, okay, so how is this trap gonna fail? I can imagine once again my fucking Looney Tunes as Acme failure of the Wampus Beast gonna get shot across the fucking sky. But like then in the next episode, they tried to build a bug zapper. Like I'm sure they're gonna repeat some traps,
for sure,
right? But
there's only so many.
There's only so many. Like, what are you like? I'm gonna pose online as like a version of this thing, and I'm gonna scam it into this house, that kind of thing. But it's like it's still going to be a new way of failing.
We're gonna become like pedophile hunters.
So I was like, oh, this is finally how we catch the Bigfoot of New Jersey. You know what I mean? And it's like it's still like a new and different way to fail.
Yeah. So
that's what makes like it's fictional aspects, if I want to say kindly.
I think that's fair.
It's entirely fictional, but the fictional aspects of it are very entertaining because it's like funny, but also like it's like still a brand new way to fail. It's almost kind of like the funny parts of Ghost Adventures of like, what is Zach Bagans gonna say now this time about this thing that they completely missed?
That's fair. Yeah, right. And it's like I think the Looney Tunes is a good connection to have because it is like we're ostensibly watching a 45-minute Looney Tunes thing of like because that is always like in Looney Tunes you always have like the thing that's like chasing something or hunting something and then the other one that's like outsmarting them every time. Yeah, because that's what we have here. Yeah, that's the dynamics. It's better. We just never see the thing.
It feels more right to compare it to like the Looney Tunes more than like Scooby-Doo because I think Scooby-Doo is like a little bit of like a little Finding Bigfoot, you know, in the sense that
Yes.
they're still funny in it, but it's also still like these kids are
Scooby-Doo is more grounded in reality.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo is more because
Not
they are
monsters.
quite literally, for the most part, just some guys in a thing. Like,
Yeah, right.
occasionally they will literally be on Zombie Island, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Occasionally someone is an evil villain who is hypnotizing the fuck out of everyone, right?
Right.
But that's still like occasionally.
Yeah, generally it's just like someone that's trying to do an insurance scam.
Yeah.
Basically.
And
like, yeah.
So it is like better to say this is like the Wile E. Coyote against the fucking, you know, Roadrunner type.
We're watching
shit.
like 6 Elmer Fuds in the woods walking around. That's basically what we're doing.
Yeah, fucking Bugs Bunny's there like, no, actually, kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get tired of this one because it's like, yeah, I know you're gonna not catch it.
Yeah,
but also like,
spoilers.
I am going to the entire time, hopefully, dream up some like Looney Tunes aspect of like how are they're gonna excuse the failure of this trap again.
Yeah,
right. And it's like try to parse out if there are some repeat witnesses just to be like,
that's fun too.
Yeah, they recasted this person, or they hope we wouldn't remember them because they're still filming.
You thought we would forget Crash?
You thought I'd forget likely, brother. The guy who's barefoot all the time. No, I took extensive.
Shoeless Terry.
Yeah, so I'm gonna remember him, and also Mark, the Mark that you didn't believe.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I don't know. That's one of the things that I think I did like about like Mountain Monsters is like, I don't think it's taking itself too seriously.
I don't think so. I don't think you could accuse it of that. Yeah.
Yeah. How could you beef with her when you're making fun of her when she's out there trying to avoid being hypnotized by the Mothman? You are not the same.
You're not the same. Come on now. They have real issues over there.
They are. You're grounded in reality, and they are slightly out of touch. But does it matter that they're out of touch for the world? No.
Well, let's answer that right now. It doesn't. No,
it doesn't.
It's a very enjoyable show.
Yeah, they're having fun.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting more into it. We have several more seasons to go.
Yeah, so that's technically our first season of Trapper Keeper.
And we'll be back with getting into season 2, which is a longer season.
Yeah,
as we understand it.
Mm-hmm.
And then somehow still like 70 episodes to go. So we got a ways to go.
We're cranking it through it. I do have one recommendation because I did it on accident one time. Is that on the Wampus Beast episode, I did not notice that I put the night hunting scene at 1.75x. And the comparison of like the Scooby-Doo across the doors type of thing, it has that same exact feel, and I highly recommend you give it a try for the Wampus Beast episode because it is so fucking good. It's hilarious.
I would love to watch the show at 1.5x, but I read the recap, so I have to watch it at normal speed.
You have to get the quotes down. You have to get Wild Bill's.
I have to transcribe Wild Bill's.
Yeah.
Idiolect. So, thank you, folks. This episode was produced by JD and Ben. All our music is provided by Yager Frank. If you like the show, tell a friend. If you don't, tell an enemy. And just like them cryptids, we're going to see you again in season 2. Bye.